If you think there's nothing to do in Newcastle and Lawrence County, then think again. Always stay connected to NCTV45 to receive the information on events going on in and around the area on a daily basis. Programs to view are Newswatch, The Morning Show, and Community Happenings. NCTV45 takes pride in bringing you the event and organization info that you want. NCTV45 is the #1 media source locally. NCTV45, anytime on your time.
Entrusting your loved one to a funeral director is a very personal and emotional decision. The funeral director you choose must understand the importance of the decision you have made. When you call the William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, I recognize what a privilege it is to be chosen at your time of need. We will provide you and your family with the best service possible, with sincerity and compassion.
The William and Roger DeCarbo Funeral Home, family owned and operated since 1941.
Come dine with us, come dine today. If you could use some real good food, there's a place not far away. If you could use a drink or two, or a place to go and play, come to Gallows Italian Villa today.
Simple elegance in a majestic setting. Yes, right here in downtown Newcastle, minutes away from shopping, seconds from a gas station, and let's not forget pastries, a restaurant, and oh yes, the schools. The majestic, for that majestic lifestyle, right in the greatest castle,
Chuck
Newcastle. Come by and take a look.
Tanner would be proud of the restaurant that bears his name. Chuck Tanner's Restaurant, owned and operated by the Papazikas family, would love for you to be part of a Newcastle tradition. Come enjoy the great breakfast, super lunch, and second-to-none dinner choices from their Italian, Mediterranean, and American cuisine. You can relax with a wonderful atmosphere and something from the bar. If you're planning an event, ask about their banquet facility. Tanner's Restaurant is located at 2305 Wilmington Road in Neshannock Township. Call 724-658-5900.
Hello and a very pleasant welcome to Newswatch, and we've got a lot to get to today in what's going on with we just had the governor. We had Health Secretary Rachel Levine. We've had the governor on, and we've it's just been a whole busy afternoon here. So I'm going to get right to what's happening in Newcastle and Lawrence County, and it's 40 degrees out. You're on channel 45, and here we go, folks. Now, all of the stuff that we have gotten in this is all new. Okay. Earlier this afternoon, Secretary Rachel Levine, Secretary of Health, had her conference. Now, I'm going to get to that in just a second, and I'm going to go to the governor's and his comments first. The governor did announce, and this with respect to the Liquor Control Board and the state stores. As this came in, now fulfilling e-commerce order from 49 facilities across Pennsylvania, the Liquor Control Board has significantly increased the number of orders accepting on a daily basis. So it's finewineandgoodspirits.com, and after wrapping up 46 additional fine wine and spirit stores, licensed serve centers in the last few days, amid to have 120 fulfillment centers picking and packing e-commerce orders this weekend. When we spoke to the governor, that was one of the things, and I'm just going as these press releases got released here, and we will get to things in the COVID order, because I know you're looking at the map, and a lot of wondering and feeling as to where that is. We'll get there in a second. As I'm just going through the updates as they come in, and I'm going to talk about this in a second. Greenville, in an effort to support small business, Hagen Business Machines of Meadville is donating printing for all independently owned restaurants for their takeout and to-go meals. And they will print up to 500 pages at no charge. So that shows you Greenville. And if you're wondering where Greenville is, and right above my head, there's this little line on this post. You go across, that's Mercer County, that's Greenville. Okay, so I wanted to get that in. PA casinos shutdown mandated by COVID-19 precaution leads to an overall reduction in March revenue. And I don't know why they felt compelled to say that. It was off 51, almost 52%. And that was like, well, do you think we didn't know? Now, this is what you've been waiting for. I put the map up, and we've got some great little markers. For those of you watching on a widescreen TV, you can see up in the corner of the map, diagonal from my finger, is the Nctv45 logo train. It is sitting where to the right, okay, and to the right of it is, and I wanted to make sure, and I was getting a tag, I apologize, as that has, directly south of that is Wayne County. Now, with respect to Wayne County, if we draw a diagonal down, you're going to see where the problem is, and northeast, east, and southeast Pennsylvania. And the governor and even Rachel Ravine is willing to point that out. This Wayne County, 77 cases. Okay. Now, with that, the red indicates Lackawanna County, 1,323 cases. This whole area, the southeast, east Pennsylvania, is the area with the problem. And now I'll get into some of the governor's questions. Now, with respect to Lawrence County, 55 tests, 5 deaths. Okay, 473 where you didn't have anything. Okay, this makes it really, really important, okay, to understand as my map went away, and I'm a little disappointed on that. But this gives you an idea of how it is a different state from one side to the other. With that, okay, and I'm not going to mess around with it. If you take this Pittsburgh area, Allegheny County, almost 1,000, 925, 38 deaths. You go to Beaver County, 168. That puts that metropolitan area well over 1,000. Go to Butler, 154, almost putting them at 1,200. Washington County, 73, significantly less, only 1 death, and then 240 in Westmoreland. So the 1,500 you've got there, and people are wondering about Greene, 24, no deaths, and Fayette, 60, 3 deaths. So say 1,600 in that area. What you really are talking about is the northeastern area having all the problem. Okay, and that Center County, 73. Now, as we take this Google map off of here, and I left it at the top so that I could go back to it. With that, that's 85% or better of the area infected with this coronavirus. And that gives you basically an idea of where everything is. Now, with that, here were the governor's comments during the conversation. Will you veto Senate Bill 613 and Senate Bill 227? Yes. How do you feel, okay, about extending the stay at home until 5/15, May 15th? And the answer was he has no plans for the stay at home to be extended like Governor Cuomo in New York. He thought that was New York State. That isn't here. Also, he said, is there any plans to open car dealerships? No. He said, relaxing it now when your he doesn't want to take his foot off the brake. He knows that he's going to have to answer to the counties which are north and west of Pennsylvania. This northwest area here where you see Lawrence, and Lawrence would be, and I wish I had a pointer to show you. If you go up, you see Erie sitting right on a lake. Below it's Crawford, below that Mercer. The next one below Mercer is Lawrence County. With that area, okay, there he said this. He understands that he will have to relax requirements, but he has no date certain for it. He's being very cautious. He wants to be able to get back to normal as soon as possible. Okay, he is sheltering in place and not in Harrisburg. Then, okay, and that's that COVID area. Now, beyond that, he was asked about unemployment claims. And his comment with unemployment was this. Excuse me, please. His unemployment comments were these. Unemployment claims had a surge. Since then, they've invested and put in new technology and Watson so that the unemployment claims would be better able to be handled more quickly than what they were. So in total, and I want to go over this, and I'm going to put my cards this way. No plans to extend the stay-at-home order, as Governor Cuomo did in New York. No plans to open car dealerships. He cited the fact that workers are afraid and customers are afraid to be there right now. He will veto Senate Bill 613 and 227. However, he does admit that the Northeast, East, and Southeast contain 85% of the problem. He's not in Harrisburg. He's sheltering in place, probably at his home. Unemployment claims did surge, but now with the new technology in place and Watson that they've invested in, it should take care of that problem. And he realizes that he has to relax the COVID in the counties where it isn't, but there's no date certain for it. And again, the counties where it isn't, you're looking at Lawrence north. So if you go to Erie, right under it is Crawford, right under that is Mercer, right under that is Lawrence. The green county under Crawford is Venango, and then you've got these green counties. This is yellow all the way to Wyoming. Wayne, excuse me. Wyoming and this area, blue, and then you've got this sharp red here. Here you go with this blue. This is Wyoming County. As you can see, only 14 cases. So with that, when you look at this map, this legend, to give you an idea, if you see green, all the way up to the color of Lawrence County, which is, I would say, the same color as Mercer, you're looking at less than 60 cases. Now, when you start to get the color of, and this is a big jump, when you start to get the color of Beaver, Butler, Westmoreland counties, that's when your numbers tremendously go up. And you've got 113 cases, you're dealing with hundreds of cases. Once again, Clarion County, only 17 cases, no deaths. So he's looking at that blue-green area, and I have to believe the Lawrence Mercer County, in my opinion, where he should be able to wait till the end of the month and then slowly start to bring those businesses back. So that is great news. We started Newswatch a little bit early, and it was to give you all of what came in. Now, with all of that, and I am going to remind you that Pat Ambell, he's head of the Downtown Business Association and also a proud sponsor of Nctv45. Monday through Friday, he has the shipping depot. It will be 10 to 4:30 p.m. 10 a.m. to 4:30 p.m. And I wanted to get that in for my good friend Pat. Now, we're going to, and I did want to tell you this, that when the governor was asked about the protesting that could go on and I'm sure you've seen it on our webpage, as people become very frustrated with this situation. And I'll be the first to say, I did some shopping today. There wasn't a sneeze or cough in the whole entire store. And it's hard when you don't see anybody that's that sick. Okay. That being said, okay, he did say that those were health guidelines by Rachel Levine in the health area. They were not mandated. They were guidelines. And I could maybe even understand the stores wearing them, but there could be certain health regulations for businesses that open where that could be a hazard if the person is using a machine or something like that. And when Dr. Rachel Levine, in her interview, she couldn't really answer that question. So that's where that is. With that, scrolling at the bottom of your screen, I was asked today, I thank you. Our viewership has gone through the roof. We're up well over 90%, and one person thanked me for what we do here at Nctv45 and asked, how could you donate? So I put this up. It's very simple. If you go to Nctv45.com, there's a donate button right on the right side. Feel free, even if it's $1, $5, whatever it is, it's greatly appreciated. And it helps keep community television on the air. and helps us keep our equipment up to stuff, even though sometimes I mess it up. Okay? Currently 40 degrees outside. We're going to take this break so I can get a drink of water. My son was moving everything around. I guess that's telling me, Dad, it's time to move on. But we've got a lot more coming back from the state with this. And I'm going to get right back into that. But we're going to take a second. We're going to go to sports. Basically see the sponsors. And please understand that we publish that aside so you can watch the highlights. You know, with the absence of sports right now, I know the baseball players, there's no baseball, there's no track, and we've had both on here. We've had track, baseball, cross country, just to name a few. So we're going to go to that, and we're going to come back in a flash. We'll be right back.
The Cedars Restaurant in Newcastle wants you to indulge in the food from their pleasing menu. The Cedars features Mediterranean, pub food, Middle Eastern cuisine, and so much more. They're open every day 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. Call the Cedars on the east side at 827 Addis Street, Newcastle. 724-658-9543. That's 724-658-9543.
60-yard run. He's off to the races. Touchdown. Kane split two out. Slot far side. Shock. This program furnished by Sporting Goods, 23 East Washington Street, Newcastle. Call 724-658-2535.
This program sponsored by Penn Ohio Bottled Water Company. Brian Ches, owner. Call 724-498-4760. Brian would be glad to visit you.
Shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer.
Hello, friends, and it's Los Amigos. Let me tell you what, great food. Whether you get the chimichangas, enchiladas, tacos, whatever you get, you're going to love them. The nice, friendly atmosphere. Stop by. Tell them Nctv45 sent you. It's Los Amigos sponsoring this program.
And we are back, currently outside 40 degrees. Now, in our conversation with Governor Wolf, one of the other things that was asked was about the inmate situation. If you recall earlier, we had told you about the release of inmates from the various areas, okay? Now, and I'm going to give you exactly what was said on that as he was asked about it. His thinking was this: look at non-violent offenders who were due to get out anyway, as opposed to releasing older inmates who were at sometimes more violent, but up in age, and the age of violence was reduced. Most of the, and my monitor is not functioning right now the way it should, most of those released were released and from the eastern part of the state. So there wasn't any releasing anybody from this end. All the releases were taken from the other end of the state, and we just saw very few, as that area is the most infected. And his concern was the jail and those that were in the facility getting infected and not having enough people to watch over what was going on. So he kind of assured people that, and here were the corrections releases. The facilities were in Monroe, Montgomery, Bucks, Monroe, Berks, Wayne, Lehigh, Cumberland, and Chester, all well to the east. And all inmates will undergo COVID-19 screening prior to release. Some individuals may be released to the community correction centers, while others may be released and confined to home. So that's where he was with that issue as that came out during this conversation. Now, I want to continue on with the governor and COVID and get to a lot more areas. This part he was really dwelled on. With the health guidelines, this was more for the folks working and the employer-employee relationship. Provide masks to wear during the time at the business and make it mandatory requirement while at the work site, except to the employee who is using break time, eat or drink in accordance with the guidance from the Department of Health. Employers may approve masks obtained and made by employees in accordance with the guidance. Okay. He went on to say that homemade masks would be accepted. I don't know how well those work, but whatever. Provide insufficient, he went on, stagger start and stop times for employees. Provide sufficient workspace for employees to have breaks, meals, maintaining social distance, conduct meetings and trainings virtually, ensure that the facility has a sufficient number of employees to perform all measures of effective and a manner ensure the safety of the public and the employees, ensure that the facility has a sufficient number of personnel to control access, prohibit non-essential visitors, and then ensure all employees who do not speak English as their first language are aware of the procedures by communicating the procedures either orally or writtenly. And that as in from the governor. Now, as we continue on with Newswatch, I think it's time that we take a look at the weather. And this is what you got. 40 degrees. The humidity, 45%. Winds from the southwest at 14. Barometric pressure, 30.22. Dew point, 20. Visibility, 10. And wind chill, why, that is 32 degrees. Now, when we take a look at Cleveland radar, we see some stuff coming off the lake, making its way from London, Canada to Detroit and heading towards Cleveland. As we look at the Pittsburgh radar, quite a bit more, but not affecting us, more inside south of Clarion down to Latrobe, and the Cleveland, Akron, Canton, Youngstown area taking its share of the snow and the flurries as that rain looks to head towards us. So with that, let's go to Lawrence County 45 weather, and we'll be right back.
BSB. Big Shot Bobs are the wings for me. 50 flavors, make it right when you see. BSB has sandwiches you have to try. Stop in and you'll know why. Every day of the week you see. Call or stop in to BSB. Big Shot Bobs will be your favorite place, just like me.
Easy Clean Car and Van Wash, where your clean wash is our goal. Hello and welcome once again to last night, overnight low of 27. How is your day looking? Well, let's take that look at local radar. As you can see, rain about, and that's going to set up for, and that's clearing out. That's going to set us up for a sunny day on Thursday. And that was from last night as we took a look there. Now, the national scene showing it much better. You can see that little stretch of clearing. That's what's going to hit us as everything moves off the coast. And so, without any further ado, let's look at your Thursday forecast. Here you go. Last night's overnight low, 27, and rain about. Now, your Thursday, yep, sunshine, 45, and we'll definitely take it, as we need to get a little more, I want to say sunnier weather, even though yesterday it was pretty sunny, and got to get the temperature up. Now, Thursday night, mostly cloudy, 31, 40% chance of precip. That builds in and gives you that Friday precipitation, and yes, 44. It'll be cold in the morning, so you might see a snow flurry or two, but 80% chance of precip, and then you'll move to Saturday. Now, Friday night, rain will start to end, mostly cloudy, 30, and set you up for Saturday, partly sunny and 51. Saturday night, partly cloudy with a low of 34, and your Sunday, cloudy. Chance of rain is 50%, a high of 57. Now, Sunday night, mostly cloudy, 38. Chance of rain, 40%. And then on Monday, the rain shuts off, partly sunny, 55. Monday night, partly cloudy with a low of 34. And your Tuesday, sunshine and 56. And definitely gets better as the weekend goes on. So we'll definitely take that. Now, this was Lawrence County 45 weather, and stand break here from Tuscany Square, and we'll be right back.
Tuscany Square Restaurant, 3470 Wilmington Road, where old world charm meets today's modern conveniences. You'll enjoy their spacious, comfortable seating, their fresh ingredients that go into making every dish, whether it's pizza or that just right entree. Tuscany Square Restaurant, they're here to serve you. Call 724-654-3065. Elham's for one great dining experience.
Come shake your body, baby, do that conga. No, you can't control yourself any longer.
Hello,
Come on,
friends,
shake your body,
and
baby, do that conga.
it's
No, you can't control yourself
Los
any
Amigos.
longer.
Let me tell you what, great food. Whether you get the chimichangas, enchiladas, tacos, whatever you get, you're going to love them. The nice, friendly atmosphere. Stop by. Tell them Nctv45 sent you. It's Los Amigos sponsoring this program.
You can't control yourself any longer. Feel the rhythm.
Hello and welcome back to Newswatch. And lovely forecast as we continue on. We've got so many things open. The governor did say that he felt that Lieutenant Governor Fetterman was doing an excellent job in addressing the disparity as COVID affects minorities. I really had no comment on that, as we don't see it here, and you know, things may be different out that way. Once again, he showed that he was not going to follow the crowd when asked about New Jersey governor and the New York governor and their ideas. Now, as we continue on with Newswatch, I did want to remind you that today, First Lady, that it's her birthday. And with that, what a surprise birthday, as Donald Trump sent out some cards, and I don't know if you got them in the mail, for them to be signed. So I thought that was a nice little touch. And people at Rotary asking about the mill assignment. Joe Chris, thanks for joining NCTV45 as we go through the mailbag. And another request, and Johnson, thank you for joining NCTV45 also. Now, we're going to be back with a wrap-up right after we hear from these great sponsors.
There's more than meets the eye. You gotta give every Newcastle a try. The right small town for living. Look around.
At our law firm, we see you. Come see us at lgkg.com.
This program brought to you by Cummings Landscaping and Design.
This program sponsored by Lombardo's Apothecary, located at 1230 South Mill Street on the south side of Newcastle.
Today's programming is brought to you by NCTV45 and NC Radio 450, Newcastle's community television station.
Well, folks, that's going to do it here for NCTV45 Newswatch Nightly. Hopefully, you tell a friend and have a friend tell a friend about NCTV45. They'll be glad you did. And when they say, hey, I don't watch a lot of TV, you could tell them that NCTV45 is available anytime on your time. Yes, a train that runs on your schedule. That's NCTV45. Now, as you go through this evening, make sure you get that second cup of coffee, lemonade, whatever it may be, and have a super evening in what I call the greatest castle in the world, in the county of Lawrence. Have a great evening, everybody, and we hope to see you soon. Stay safe, and always, always in the pursuit of excellence. It's NCTV45. Have a great evening, all.
The ocean, got my ticket for the midnight plane, and it's not easy.